So this isn't a question that came through, but I do want to ask this because I'm in a unique situation, right? And we're family, right? Where I think a lot of us in the US, in this generation, are in situations where our parents live with us, right? So that boundary may not be as easy to set when your parents live externally. So my mother lives with me. And sometimes, of course, as you can imagine, that can be challenging to establish that boundary, especially when your parents see your spouse as their child as well. So how would you, what is your recommendation to navigating that space where, like some people that I know in the audience, your parents live with you?
The truth is that whether or not your parents live with you, you still need to set those boundaries. There are times where his mom has stayed with us for extended periods of time. And he's been very firm on this is where we draw the line. Like I said, it starts from the very beginning. And this is not to say that his mom doesn't. In fact, the reason why his mom will correct me is because she sees me as a child. The reason why mom will tell him something is because she sees him as a child. I'm the one that will go and say, Mommy, don't do that again. Mommy, don't. She's like, you can't tell Mommy, I will tell you, you can't. Don't do that. When grandma used to do, did you like it? You know, so the thing is, we have trained our minds to think we're still babies just because our parents are there. For you to be married, you have become a woman or a man. And for this reason, you will leave father and mother. You cut those strings, right? Honor must still be there. Love and respect must still be there. But it doesn't mean that you must obey everything they tell you. Yeah. Because this is now a new family, and maturity requires that you are old enough to make your own decisions. So even though they are there with you, you must still set those boundaries.
Boundaries are clear, yes. Oh.
Very clear boundaries. They may be there physically, but they don't have the right to make decisions for you. This is not, they're not the heads of this home. They are visitors in this home. So you have to be very, very clear on that.
Yes. So they are free to give you advice. Yes. They are free to share their opinion, but that is all it is.
Absolutely.
It's not law. It's not compulsion. Nothing.
And there won't be consequences.
Yes. You need to hold the mic nearer your mouth.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Okay.
You know. So just be firm. I think many couples are not with themselves. They are not solid. So all these things my mother say, you know, they're not sure where their emotions or alignment or whatever should be. It's obvious. This is true. And we had so many small things like that. There were times, even when we were in courtship, that your mom wanted you to come home for something. I can't remember what it was.
Yes.
You know.
It wasn't even anything important.
Yes.
My mom needed me to come and do something. It wasn't important.
Yes.
And she just wanted
to.
I grew up in a, for lack of a better word, in Nigeria, we call them omo get inside. We don't go out. So once it's 6 o'clock, even now as an old person, even 6 o'clock, I still feel like, hey, I need to go home. We've been trained to, you don't eat outside, you don't stay out, you know, you don't visit people, you don't stay over, no sleepovers, all those things. So I grew up in that kind of home. So I think it was about 5 p.m. and my mom she just needed me to be at home. So she said she wanted me to do something and I was with Pastor K. And she called and she was writing, where are you? I just said, Mommy, I'm coming. I just got the phone and started down back. And he was just looking at me. I said, I'm not going. She will shout when I get home. She will still shout, but that's it. You know, you have to get to the point where you realize that you are not a child anymore. Mm-hmm. And I think that's where we have been overtrained as Africans. You still have that fear for your parents, forgetting that they are guests. At this stage, your mom is a guest in your home.
Yes, let it be clear.
It's not her house anymore.
Yes.
And please, like I said, there must be respect intact. But you can respectfully tell somebody no.
Oh, yes.
You can tell them, I'm sorry, I'm not going to do that. I just have to be laughing when I'm telling my mommy, I'm sorry, I won't do it. She says to me, you're telling Mommy, I won't do it. Mommy, leave this till
yes. I think that all these parents too, they can tell when there's unity between both of you. Yeah. And when both of you are not one. Yeah. So they take advantage of that. So you must be solid. You must get to that stage where let them know, oh, my husband is my priority. My wife is my priority. Let your mom or your dad know. And they will get the hang of it with time. But you just have to be firm. You can't be... We've been in places where people tell us things like, oh, my mom told me not to have sex with my husband.
Yes.
I'm telling you.
Yes.
I'm telling you. Things we've dealt with. Yeah. We've heard this kind of things. That my mom said I should not have sex with my husband.
My mom said I should not have sex with my husband when I'm pregnant.
During pregnancy.
You
know, and so we all know that.
The entire 9 months.
She didn't have sex with her husband because her mom said so. So usually these parents can tell.
And now the second pregnancy has happened. Now the mom is late. Nobody to correct her. She's still not having sex with him.
So weird things. We see weird things. So the lines must be clear. Your parents can advise you, but this, your husband and wife, this is the new union. This is the team. So put each other as priority. So yeah.
I like that new union. Yes, please.